Internet, Xanos here. How are you all doing, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube and anywhere else you might be watching this? Probably just YouTube. Red Dead Redemption is amazing. It's probably easily one of my favourite games of this year. I have already played it once, doing a high honor level, and I am now playing it again, being basically arsehole Arthur Morgan.
Hey you stink a coward.
Something like that. It's fun being nasty, Arthur Morgan. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, Red Dead Redemption 2. It's awesome. So, I'm gonna now go into massive spoiler territory, like massive spoilers, like the end of the game. So, if you haven't finished the game and don't want it to be spoiled, go watch something else. If you've not got the game yet and you don't want it to be spoiled, go watch something else. I can't believe telling people not to watch. If you're not bothered though, or you've already completed the game, then 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so at the end of the game, Arthur Morgan unfortunately dies. And his horse dying really got me. But anyway, Arthur Morgan dies and you go over to playing as John Marston, which is really cool. So you do a couple missions John Marston, just like on a farm, blah blah blah, boring stuff. And then you actually buy the land that you have in Red Dead Redemption 1 and you build the house with Uncle, who's useless.
It's the lumbago. If I overdo it, I'll get a relapse. It's very serious.
Get up or get out.
And you are free to roam the land as John, and it's really cool. And as you're playing as John, all I'm just thinking is, we just need Red Dead Redemption 1. I would love to see Red Dead Redemption 1 as DLC for Red Dead Redemption 2. Now I know that is a really tall order to ask, but just imagine if they took Red Dead Redemption 1 and added all the beautifulness of Red Dead Redemption 2 and add it as DLC. I would buy that. Like, they could do that as like £15, £20 DLC, and I think so many people would play it, and it would just be so cool, because one of the things I love about Red Dead Redemption 2 is that in Red Dead Redemption 1 you go around as John Marston, you've got to hunt down your own gang, and there's not really a, you know, in the first game there's not a lot of rhyme or reason why you just have to hunt down your gang members because your family's been held hostage. And then when you play number 2, you understand why it has to be John who has to hunt down Dutch and Bill. You know why it has to be John, and sort of like, spoilers for Red Dead Redemption 1 now, but the way Dutch just throws himself off the cliff rather than allowing to be killed by John, you know, it makes more sense. Oops, I punched the mic. It makes more sense after you've played Red Dead Redemption 2. I think. But anyway, on to the main meat and bones of what I'm saying. The reason I'm talking about wanting Red Dead Redemption 1 to be remastered in Red Dead Redemption 2 is because someone online has found like a glitch where you're walking around as John Marston in some of the towns and he's greeting everybody, but it's not his voice. It's Jack's voice instead. Now again, even more spoilers for Red Dead Redemption 1. At the end of that game, similar to number 2 where Arthur dies and you become John, at the end of the first Red Dead, John dies and you play as his son Jack, and then you go and, you know, get revenge, yada yada yada. But someone was playing Red Dead Redemption 2 endgame, they're walking around the town because you can greet characters, and the voice that's coming out of his mouth that isn't John's voice, it sounds like Jack's voice. Now I've got 2 clips. I've got one of the original clip and I'll put the name of the channel in the video of who found it. So take a listen to that.
Good morning.
Morning to you.
Hello, sir.
Good morning, mister.
And now this clip is from the end of Red Dead Redemption 1 when you're playing as Jack. Have a listen at his voice there.
Excuse me, you Edgar Ross?
It sounds very similar.
Hello, sir.
Excuse me.
Hello, sir.
Excuse me.
This video has really sparked the conversation of, like, we want this. I mean, I would absolutely love to replay Red Dead Redemption 1 again. I've played it once before. We streamed it when I was streaming, like a year ago, whenever it was. You know, we've played through it. I would happily play through that again, in the new engine with the new graphics, because I just think Red Dead Redemption 2 is fantastic. It does have its flaws though, don't get me wrong. You know, the immersion and the realism is great. It's fantastic. But sometimes it gets a bit tedious. Sort of, I'm not very patient with hunting animals, so I just like see them and like, ah, shoot them. You know, I do like the idea of having to use specific weapons so you don't, you know, damage the quality of the animal's skin. But so many times you come across an animal with like, they basically have like a 3-star rating of the quality of the pelt. So many times you come across 1 star and 2 stars, and you've got to spend half an hour finding the right one. The skinning animation. At first it's really cool, but then when you're hunting a load of animals it does get quite tedious after a while, just seeing the same slow, methodic skinning thing. And I know it's all about the immersion and the realism, but you know, it's a game. At the end of the day, we do want some modern life conveniences. But anyway, that's just a gripe with it. The game overall is amazing, but I do think Red Dead Redemption 1 remade in Red Dead Redemption 2 as DLC, oh, it'd be amazing, because all of New Austin is there. All they need to do is add in the Mexico area, and then just, I mean, I don't know how it would work, but maybe just like import the old voice lines across, update a few character models, shove them in there, and have like a, you know, like a few years later thing, and then boof, we can play Red Dead Redemption 1 and Red Dead Redemption 2, and that would be amazing, because I'll replay the entire thing again. But anyway, what do you think? What do you think? Have you played Red Dead Redemption 2? How do you think it stacks up to the first one? If you played the first one, do you prefer 1 or do you prefer 2? Which one's your favourite? Personally, I'm really for 2. 2 is, I love it at the minute. So would you want to see the whole of the first game remade in Red Dead Redemption 2 as DLC? Would you want it to be free? Would you be happy to pay for it, like £10, £15, £20, £25? How much do you think is a fair price to pay for it? And most importantly, do you think they're going to do it? Because Rockstar didn't do any single player DLC for GTA 5. They focused more on the online aspect of it. So, do you think they're going to do it? If this was something they were going to do, I think they would have already started that process of doing it. That's why seeing this glitch and hearing Jack's voice come out of John's mouth is possibly a good sign. Or maybe it's just a very rare glitch. Anyway, let me know what you think down below. Wait, hang on a minute. Hello everybody, it's me from the future. How are you doing? I forgot to mention in the video that I have now set up a Discord channel chat thing for us all to use. So I'll add a link to it in the description, and I'll pin it as a top comment as well. It'd be great if you want to come and join us. It's just me and Josh so far. We can talk about, you know, anything we like, games, what kind of videos you'd like to see. I can keep you updated on video progress, and we can also discuss live streams and everything like that. So I shall now let you go back to past me. Bye. Thank you very much, everybody. If you like the video, like it. If you want to share it, hey, that'd be awesome. But anyway, I'll see you later, guys. Benji out.